So in my last video, I listed off all of the books that I have read so far this year. And someone in the comments, whose username I'm going to completely butcher if I attempt to pronounce it, so I'm just going to put it at the bottom of the screen, asked me what I thought of a particular book. And I was like, it's complicated and longer than I can fit into a comment, so I will make a video review for you. So today we're going to talk about The Passage by Justin Cronin. So yeah, last year, thereabouts, this was like the book that everyone was talking about. Not really on YouTube so much, but oh man, there was a lot of hype for this book. The basic plot is that a government experiment has gone horribly awry in a very what hath science wrought way, and now there are vampires! But these are not sexy vampires. These are super creepy vampires. Granted, I'm kind of a wuss, but I could not read this book before bed. Those things were fucking scary. Yeah, the vampirism in this book is actually caused by a virus, so I usually refer to the creatures as zombie vampires. So naturally, with like all this vampirism spreading like wildfire, the apocalypse happens. So this novel is basically dystopia plus vampires. How many trends do you think we can get into this book at once? I read this back in March, April thereabouts, and I'm still not completely sure how I felt about it. Like, there were a lot of really good things about it. Like, the premise, as I described it, I realize sounds a little silly, but it is not. It is terrifying. All of the action scenes were really good, which is impressive because I think that, you know, conveying action in a written form is really hard to do well. I really enjoyed all of the characters and I cared about them, and I thought that the story was really genuinely good and compelling. And the problems that I had were, well, like the major thing I think was that it just wasn't as good as a lot of people were saying that it was. Like, it was really good, but a lot of people were losing their shit over it, and I kind of didn't feel like it merited that. And also, I don't know if my holding up the book earlier conveyed this, but this thing is huge. It is 766 pages long. And don't get me wrong, I love a good, huge, satisfying book, but this one could have been shorter. Like, the beginning was just really exposition heavy, and it was kind of hard to get through. Like, I don't think I really got into it until I was like 250 pages in. And also, this is the first book in a trilogy. Like, it's not even done yet. There's still more of this story. The film rights for this have already been optioned, and if there was ever a book to movie adaptation where I thought going in that the movie was going to be better, it would be this one. Like, if they get a screenwriter who is willing to be like vicious in cutting stuff out, I think that the movie for this is going to be a lot tighter than the book. So this is the part where I would normally tell you whether or not I think that you would like it, and I'm just, I don't know. I really don't feel comfortable recommending or not recommending this book because I don't even know how I feel about it completely. So the second book is coming out either next year or the year after. So I would say if you're on the fence, you should probably wait and see like how the trilogy as a whole gets received. Like, I think I'm gonna withhold judgment on this one until I have read the second one. We'll see how I feel about that. So thank you so much for watching what I'm sure was an incredibly unhelpful video. If you have read this, please chime in the comments because, God, we need some more people talking about this. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.